Over the past several months, there has been a noticeable pattern in the West in regards to the professional Overwatch scene, and that is there's a lot of European players are becoming a part of more and more high level and even some mid level Overwatch teams that are based primarily out of North America. Sometimes it's just 1, 2, or 3 players, like, for example, Numlocked on NRG, Half-Cool and Vonathil on Fnatic, or Graceful Fate, Twitty, and Adatonian on Splice. But there are some more extreme cases where these North American-based organizations are paying full European rosters and trying to bring them over to the US or to Canada in the case of Luminosity Gaming. Of course, there's other obvious examples like Envious, Rogue, which is based out of Charlotte. Luminosity, as I mentioned previously, is based out of Toronto. And there's also Rogue, who will probably come to the US after if they compete in OGN Apex Season 2. Their all-French roster will be coming to the US following the event and be based out of Las Vegas. There's also the possibility of Dignitas, since that is now an American-based organization, being moved here as well. And there's talks that Reunited is in talks with NBA owners and various things to partner up and come to the US preemptively before the Overwatch League gets kick-started, or starts proper later this year. This results in sort of a drained talent pool, a little bit of European teams, at least for the terms of like scrims and tournaments, for example. There is like I said, there's a very clear motive for these players coming over and these full European teams coming over, and that is the Overwatch League. And it is assumed that the first season is all going to be teams based out of the US and Canada. So you can kind of understand it, but this brings up a bigger question, two bigger questions, and that is, who really knows once the Overwatch League gets going, when do we get a European division, and even beforehand, what happens to the European scene while the Overwatch League is going on exclusively pretty much in North America that first season? And that's a question it's hard to answer right now. Sure, for the upcoming 2017 year, you could see things like maybe ESL doing an online league, or a couple other people doing online leagues, and try to get the premier teams that stayed in Europe, the best teams that stayed in Europe, to come over and try to put them out on a big stage so they can maybe get noticed, and maybe an organization would try to sponsor them or whatever, and things like that. Or they'd be able to maybe do a Reunited and make their team a bit more professional, get some start doing it for a living. And that's really like something that seems worrying. It's kind of like this dark cloud over the European scene, a little bit of a dark cloud over the European scene for the next year or so, until we figure this all out and until stuff gets figured out. Because we will know that some European players are going to continue to be poured into the US teams, or teams maybe even in China as the Overwatch League expands. But who knows truly what the future holds for the European scene. It's really the hardest to predict at this point. And it's something that will be very interesting to pay attention to over the next year and years following.